Hello and welcome to Yoga Stretch and Flow. My name is Amanda. For this practice, you'll need a blanket or a towel and your mat or a comfortable space in your house. Thank you for joining me, and I look forward to practicing with you today. Namaste. All right, so as you settle in today, you may be seated on your belly or on your back. And then close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in and slowly let it go. And do that twice more, breathing in through your nose if that's an option today. And slowly letting that go with a long exhale. One more time, deep breath in and out. And then let your body take over your breath. And begin to check in with your body today, starting with your feet, your toes. Work your way through your ankles, your low legs, your knees, your thighs, your hips. Notice your back, starting at your low back, and slowly travel with your attention through your spine, moving to your middle back and your upper back. And then bring your attention to your belly. Notice the rise and fall with your breath. And then into your ribs, into your chest. And let your attention wrap around your chest, your shoulders, and your upper back. Noticing places where you may be tight or tense. Notice your arms, your elbows, your forearms, and your hands. And then move back to the top of your back and to the base of your neck. Travel into the base of your skull, the back of your head, the sides of your head, the top of your head, and your face. Notice your body as a whole, your energy, your breath, and your heartbeat. And then notice your mind. And take a moment to acknowledge that space you're in. So if you're feeling like you're still working through your day, your to-do list, acknowledge those thoughts. And then set them aside, just like you would with a sticky note, putting it in the corner of your desk, giving your mind, your brain permission to be here on your mat and in your practice. If you notice that your body is energetic today, and needing to move. Set your intention to challenge yourself, to push in the spaces where you're able to push. If you notice today that you're tired, give yourself now permission and intention to relax in this practice, to move with ease, to take the gentle option. If you notice spaces in your body that were achy or sore or tense, take time now to acknowledge those spaces. So as we move through them in our practice, you can move with love and support. You can nurture those spaces and invite them to settle down and to relax. Let's take 3 more deep, intentional breaths. Breathe in through your nose if that's an option today. And slowly let it go. Deep breath in and out. And then one more time. Let your eyes flutter open, readjust to the light, and start to add movement. So wiggle through your spine. Turn your head side to side and up and down. If you are on your belly or on your back, make your way to your side and slowly press yourself up to seated. And if you're seated, switch the cross of your legs, or even send them out in front. So whatever feels best to your back today. If you're noticing your back needs a little boost, you grabbed a blanket or a towel at the beginning of this practice. I have one underneath me to give my back a little boost. So you want your knees to be below your hips in this seated position. And then from here, we'll bring our hands down to our sides and just begin to roll through your shoulders, lifting up, out, and around. Let your chin be parallel to the floor, to your mat. And from there, drop your chin to your chest. You can let those shoulder rolls continue, or let them pause, just to feel that space in your neck. And reverse that, lift up, back, and around through your shoulders. And then let that be still and just rock side to side, starting to move more through your hips, through your shoulders, through your spine. And then we'll come to center. Sit up nice and tall. Let your vertebrae stack on top of each other, bringing the crown of your head towards the ceiling. With our hands at our side, turn your palms to face open. Inhale, reach your arms overhead, big stretch. Look up if it feels good to your neck. Exhale, palms come back down, coming back down to your mat. Inhale, sweep up, lift, and stretch. Exhale, hands down. One more time. Inhale, lift up, stretch. This time as you exhale, bring your hand down to the right. Reach long down that left side body. Staying on this side, breathe in to lengthen. And exhale to fold. And then inhale back through center. Switch to the other side. Bring your left hand down and reach long down the right side of your body. Inhale, lengthen, long spine. Stay on that side. Exhale, fold again. And then inhale both arms back up to the ceiling. Exhale, hands to your knees. Resting on your knees, you'll sweep your chest forward, arch your back, lift your chin towards the ceiling. And then exhale, round your back, tuck your chin to your chest. Move your shoulder blades away from each other. Inhale, sweep forward again, moving into that cow back. And Then exhale, round into cat. This time, inhale, sit up nice and tall. Pull your shoulders as firmly as you can towards your ears. Take a big, deep breath. And as you exhale, just let everything drop. Couple circles in between. We're going to do that one more time before we move to hands and knees. So lift again, shoulders to ears, pull firm and tight. Big, deep breath. And then exhale, drop. Just wiggle that out. Open your arms out wide, thumbs up. Big breath in. As you exhale, bring your right arm in front of your chest. Reach around with your left and pause there. Inhale, sweep open. Exhale, switch to the other side. So this is gentle. I'm not pulling very hard through my arm. Just adding a little bit of traction to that movement. We'll do one more each side to cross with the right. Open, good, and cross with the left. Open, and let your hands settle down, they're melting back down to the ground. Then big, deep breath, reach your arms overhead. And as you exhale, fold forward, bring your hands to the mat, and come to hands and knees. As you come to hands and knees, your wrists, elbows, and shoulders are in alignment. Knees are underneath your hips. Breathe in, reach your belly towards the mat, move into your cow back. And then exhale, round your back into cat. Twice more, move with your breath. So your full inhale reaches your belly down, chin lifts. Full exhale, lift your belly up, round your back, chin tucks to your chest. And then one more. Find your tabletop position. Move your hands one handprint forward. On a breath in, shift into a modified plank, pressing through your palms, resting your knees or continuing to rest your knees on the mat. Lift up through your belly. Big deep breath. Use the exhale to press all the way back into child's pose. Stretching back, moving your knees wide with the mat if you'd like. And then palms may face the mat, or you could turn them up so they face each other, resting the outsides of your pinkies on your mat. Big, deep breath. Use the inhale to move your shoulder blades away from each other. And the exhale to slide them back together. One more time, big, deep breath. Exhale, let them slide back together. And then if your palms are up, bring your palms back to the mat. Pull forward, hands and knees. Knees come back underneath your hips. Tuck your toes under and start to walk your hands back toward your knees. So we're very early in our practice today. So we're going to take this foot stretch very lightly. So you can stay in this crouching position. Or if you need a little bit more, you continue to walk your hands towards your knees and then up to your legs, sitting on your heels. In this space, the stretch should feel comfortable and good. If you've gone too far, take your time to walk back out of it slowly, breathing as you move to support that stretch. Let's take one more breath. Exhale. Use your next inhale to move back to hands and knees. And then we'll take one cat-cow or cow-cat really. So inhale, belly towards the mat. Exhale, round. Inhale to neutral. And as you exhale, bring your right foot forward in between your hands. So you can take a step. If you need a little support, you reach back with your right arm and bring that foot forward. You come up to your fingertips. Pause here, noticing your left hip flexor, noticing the contact you have with the pad and the heel of your right foot. And then notice your belly. In this place, it's easy to just completely relax through your belly. So I want you to take a breath in. Use the exhale to lift up through your pelvic floor, through your belly, to add some support to your back. And then from here, we'll use our next breath to bring our hands to our knees. So continue to contract through your belly to support your back. Lift up, hands come to your thigh, or not really your knee, I guess. And from here, if you needed more, you could shift forward into this stretch. But if you're getting plenty with the right angle or right-ish angle, stay right there. Tall spine. And breathe. And then let's flow a little bit from here. But before we do, notice how this feels to your left knee. So if you need more support, you can tuck your toe under. So you're adding a little bit more support to that knee. It should feel safe. The other option is to put that blanket underneath your knee. So if your kneecap is feeling kind of cranky, go ahead and do that. Once you're settled, we'll take a breath in, sweep your arms overhead, big stretch up, continue to lift through your belly, and then exhale, bend your elbows, put them in your back pockets. Pause here, continue to breathe. Notice your rib cage. So we have the tendency when we go back, when we back bend, that we just let it splay, and sometimes that feels nice. But we want to make sure we're supporting our back. So if that's happening now, I want you to contract your abs enough to bring your ribs back together, closing your bird cage. So we want to keep that bird inside instead of out. Take another breath. Exhale. And then inhale, lift overhead. Exhale, fold back down. Hands come to either side of your foot. Pause. And then step back to hands and knees. Inhale, cow back. Exhale, cat. Inhale to neutral. And now exhale, step the left foot forward, putting it in between your hands. Come up to your fingertips. And again, check in with your belly. Use an exhale to lift up through your pelvic floor, lift up through your low belly to support your back. And then on an inhale, bring your hands to your thigh. Pause for the exhale. Checking in now with your right knee, noticing if you need to tuck your foot under or place that blanket under the right side. And then inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, bend your elbows, put them in your back pockets. Check in with your rib cage and close it if you need to. Take 2 more breaths here. And then inhale, reach overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, cow back. Exhale, cat. Inhale to neutral. Exhale, right foot forward again, finding that low lunge, fingers on either side. Lift up through your belly. Use a breath in to reach your arms overhead. Exhale, bend your elbows, put them in your back pockets. Inhale, lift up. This time as you exhale, interlace your fingers and bring them in front of your chest. Reach forward, round your back. Tuck your chin to your chest. And then inhale, sweep your arms, still hands interlace, overhead. Exhale, sweep them down, back and around. Let's do that one more time. So inhale, lift up. Exhale, bend your elbows, back pockets. Inhale, reach overhead, interlace your fingers. Exhale, round forward. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, sweep open and down. Bring your hands to your hips. Shift your weight back over that left knee and straighten your front leg, lifting your toes off the mat. Drop your right hip so it meets the left. Tall spine. Breathe in. And then if you need more, exhale, fold forward into your right hip crease. Keeping your spine nice and long. So I don't want to see rounding, but length right here. Take another breath in. Use the exhale to bend your knee, place your right foot back on the mat, and then send your right foot back behind you, hands and knees. Inhale, cow back. Exhale, cat. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, left foot forward. Inhale, bring your hands to your thigh. Stay on the exhale. And then inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, bend your elbows, put them in your back pockets. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead, interlace your fingers. Exhale, round forward, tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, melt down. One more time, inhale, sweep up. Exhale, bend your elbows, back pockets. Inhale, reach up. Interlace your fingers, exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands down. Then bring your hands to your hips, shift back. Hips over your right knee. Straighten your left leg and then drop that left hip to meet the right if you need to. Keep your spine long and fold forward at your right hip crease. Breathe, stretch. As we breathe into the place where we feel sensation, use the inhale to invite that space to lengthen. And use the exhale to settle and surrender. Take one more breath. Exhale. Inhale, bend your knee, place your foot on the floor, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, hands come down, step back to hands and knees. And then inhale, cow back. Exhale, cat. Find neutral. Big breath in. And then exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips, downward facing dog. So in down dog, we're making that upside down V shape. You can pedal out your feet, alternately lifting one heel and the other. And as you pedal, notice how your calves, your feet, and your hamstrings feel. And this position is a position where we can put a lot of stress on our shoulders. So don't let your shoulders take all the work. Your legs are lifting up and back through your thighs and your hips. Breathe in, lift both heels as high as you can. Exhale, sink your heels down towards the mat, allowing your chest to fall deeper through your shoulders. And if you need more support through your shoulders, you might move your hands a little wider and your fingers a little bit out towards your mat. So it's not a big movement, a tiny movement, just shifting so that your arm bones can fit securely in your shoulder sockets. Take another breath. And as you exhale, slowly bend your knees and walk your hands back towards your feet, finding a forward fold. Bend your knees a lot. Rest your belly on your thighs. Breathe in, lengthen. So as you lengthen, your hands could stay on the floor, especially if you've practiced yoga a lot, or your hamstrings are loose. But if you need more support, go ahead, put them on your thighs. Support your hamstrings. Use an exhale to fold down. And let's do that twice more. Inhale, rounding your back like a wave. Lifting up. Exhale, extend it. Breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, round up. Exhale, flat back. Inhale to hold. And then exhale to fold. This time, slide your hands to your thighs, lift up through your belly. Use a breath in to round up to stand, unwinding your spine. And exhale, circle your arms around and back. Good. And then from here, we'll switch to the right and to the left, alternating side to side. And then coming back to center. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead, big stretch up. Exhale, bend your knees, bring your hands to heart center, coming into chair. So as we come into chair, arms are long and strong and active, where our spine is. Breathe, stretch, stretching through your back, through your belly maybe. Notice your rib cage and let it be closed in this position. And know that if you needed more here, particularly if you're feeling energetic, then you could sink deeper into this. But if you're needing less, you just stay up taller. Breathe. Exhale. And then inhale, stand tall, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand tall, reach your arms overhead again. Exhale, hands come to heart center, but this time you're going to lift your right knee. So as we lift that right knee, flex your foot, stand tall, breathe. And then you can stay right here. If this is too much today, remember you can always use your toe for support, or if you're close to a wall like I am, you could put your hand on the wall. And then we're going to take a breath out to extend our legs, squeeze your thigh, and then bend your knee again. Extend, squeeze, and bend. One more time, extend and squeeze. Use the exhale though to step forward, landing in a lunge. So right foot is forward, left foot is back. Toes are pointing towards the front of your mat, and your hands are still at heart center, but they could be on your hips. Press your heel to the back of the room. Lift up through your spine. And then inhale, sweep your arms overhead, big stretch up. And then use the exhale to move into warrior two, back foot now parallel to the back of your mat. Front knee centered over your ankle, arms long, strong, and active. And your gaze is over your front middle finger. Flip your front palm, inhale, reverse your warrior. And then exhale, side angle. Resting your forearm on your thigh, that back arm up and over. So it could feel good to reach up, it could feel good to reach over. You choose here. And this is another place if you needed more, you could sink deeper into your hips. So I need a wider stance, so I could bring my knee right over that ankle, but nice and long. And then inhale back to warrior two. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, stretch long between your hands. And then exhale, hands all the way down to your mat, back to your downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet once more. And then slowly walk your hands back to your feet, finding your forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead, stand tall. Exhale, hands to heart center, sit back in chair. Inhale, stand tall. Stay standing, but bring your hands back to heart center. And now lift your left leg. So it could be with that toe just on your mat, or it could be lifted so that your foot is parallel to the floor. Find the space that challenges you today or supports your energy. Breathe. And then inhale, extend your legs, squeeze your thigh. Exhale, bend your knee. Good. Inhale, extend and squeeze. Exhale, bend. Nice. One more time. Inhale, extend and squeeze. Exhale, bend. And then inhale, extend and squeeze. And here's where you step forward into that lunge. So now your right heel presses towards the back of your mat. Spine is nice and long. Hands on your hips or at heart center. Or take that next breath in to reach your arms overhead, big stretch up. And then exhale to warrior two. As you move into warrior two, back foot parallel to the back of your mat, just like the other side. Rib cage right over your pelvis. Front knee centered over your ankle, arms long and strong, and your gaze is over that front middle finger. Big deep breath. Exhale. And then inhale, reverse. Stretch between your hands, lengthening your arms. And then exhale, side angle, forearm to thigh, back arm up and over. Remember your chest is open towards the same side you're facing. Big breath in. And if you need more, sink into your hips. Keeping your left knee centered right over your ankle. And breathe. And then inhale back to warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, big stretch up. Exhale all the way down to downward facing dog. Let's just inhale to plank here. We're going to pause briefly, so if you'd like to drop your knees, you can. But take another breath. Use the exhale to lift back to down dog. And then one more time, even faster than that. So inhale forward. Exhale back. And then inhale forward. Use the exhale to drop your knees wide and press back into a wide knee child's pose. Rock side to side through your hips. And then come back to center. Inhale, pull forward, hands and knees. Bring your knees back underneath your hips. And let's lift our right arm high. So I'm going to start with my left so just you can see what I'm doing, and I will turn and face forward in just a moment. But inhale, reach that right arm high, reaching up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, you're going to take your hand, bring it down to the mat, threading the needle, and drop your shoulder to the mat, maybe your head. And if that doesn't work, feel free to grab that blanket, use it as a pillow, giving your head a little head rest so you can do less. And just like on everything we've done today, I want you to take deep breaths, breathing in to lengthen, giving the space where you're feeling sensation permission to stretch, and using the exhale to surrender. Surrendering to the shape, to gravity. Invite that space to relax. And if you need more, you can start to bend your elbow and give yourself a hug. But know that more is just an option. For me, it's just this basic position that feels great today. You may be the same. And now press down through your supporting hand as you lift your arms straight up towards the ceiling. Exhale, right hand comes back down. In between, take a breath, cow back, cat back. And now switch to your left side. So left arm reaches all the way up. Exhale, thread the needle, sending your hand out in front. Drop your shoulder down and your head if it touches your mat. But if not, take that option to use your blanket to support you as a rest. Your right hand presses into the mat to provide support as well. one more deep breath in. Press into your right palm. Reach that left arm overhead. Exhale, come back down. Moving back into your hands and knees, and again, inhale, belly towards the mat. Exhale, round into cat. Come back into neutral and take one handprint forward. Shift into a modified plank and breathe in. Exhale, bend your elbows, lift your belly, slide your belly all the way down to the mat. So we set up for Cobra. So in Cobra, our hands are underneath our shoulders. The tops of your thighs rest on the mat. If your knees need support, you can tuck your toes under. Either option is fine with your feet. Press to your palms as you inhale, lift up into Cobra. Exhale, slowly lower back down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Twice more we'll lift, and know that lift could be very small. Exhale, lower. Just allow your body to move with your breath. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Once we come low, bring your arms out in front. Stack your arms as a pillow. Rest your forehead on your arms. And then wiggle your hips side to side, giving your hips a little bit more space. And then once again, tuck your toes under, move your thighs closer together so that the tops of your thighs rest on the mat. Breathe in, and as you exhale, bring your right heel towards your hip as you flex your foot. Inhale, point your toe, lower your foot back down to the mat. We'll do one more. Exhale, heel to hip. Inhale, lower. Wiggle side to side in your hips and switch now to the left side. Inhale. Exhale, left heel to hip. Flex your foot. Inhale, extend your leg. Exhale, heel to hip. Flex your foot. Inhale, extend as you point your toe. And then exhale, wiggle your hips side to side. And then coming back into a neutral position, move your legs wider. So now that your inner thighs rest on the mat, maybe your toes come off like mine do. And then shift any way you need to let this be more comfortable. So maybe it's with palms stacked on top of each other instead of arms. Forehead rests on your hands. Take 3 deep breaths here. And this is restorative crocodile pose. If this feels great to your body, it's a great anti-sitting restorative shape. Stay right here. If you'd like to end your practice in traditional Shavasana, take your time now to slide your hands underneath your shoulders and to slowly use your arms to support you as you roll onto your back. And then once you've chosen your shape of rest, breathe into that shape, inviting your entire body to lengthen with your breath in and to relax with your breath out. And then allow yourself to just be here, quiet and still, with nothing else to do but relax. deep, intentional breath in. And slowly let it go. Use your next breath to invite movement back into your body. To wiggle your fingers, your toes, to rock side to side. And then take your time to press yourself up to seated. As you come to seated, sit tall. Bring your hands to heart center and close your eyes. Check in with your body one more time. With your breath, your heartbeat, and your mind. Take a moment to be proud of yourself for taking time out of your day to take care of your body and your mind. Thank you all for joining me for this practice. It's so great to practice with you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.